All right. Grand Prix Karting at Interlagos. Oh, come on. The remarkable thing about this track, I love it still, but it is so much shorter. You can't quite do what you expect to do on it. And it's short enough, it seems to understeer a lot, which is really interesting. The kart, more so than I found on other tracks. Wow. I feel like that was crazy. Can't keep it flat through that sweeper there. This is a lot tougher than I expected it to be, if I'm honest. I put myself there, but he lost it and he ran into me. Not a good... that was bad. That was terrible. I'm not going to give it back to him, though. Lost track of where I was, what turn I was on. That was not as satisfying as I expected it to be. I could not get the rhythm of the track. The shorter version of Interlagos was really just weird for me. Finished 11.981 seconds behind the leader. We had a pretty tight group, I think. Only had 3 drops, and the furthest back of the cars that were still running, 24.754. So pretty tight field. Let's look at the timetable here real quickly. Looks like I did get the fastest lap on track, which actually surprises me a great deal. 50.256, fastest first sector. I was off 0.3 in sector 2 and off 0.3 in sector 3, but I guess I crushed it in sector 1 to the point that got the fastest lap. Everybody was in the 50s though, so everybody was really tight. Not as satisfying, like I said, as I expected it to be. I really expected this to be a lot of fun, and it was actually a lot of work, and I made a lot of mistakes due to expecting the run to be a little bit longer than it actually was in miniature. So, I don't know. It seems to be the constant theme here in this series is that the tracks that I know best are the ones that turn out to be the least exciting or most disappointing, simply because I have the big track in my mind and it dominates what I'm expecting the car to do and where I'm supposed to put my inputs on the smaller track, and it just doesn't directly translate. Tracks that I don't know anything about, I come in open, I learn it, and I drive it, and it's a much better experience. So it's an interesting lesson, I think, in terms of these particular Grand Prix karting miniature tracks. Hope you enjoyed this, and I certainly hope that you'll come back and see me in the next one. Bye now.
Spaß machen Rennsport.